Hey everybody, One of Weezem here, 4:17 a.m. I guess now it's actually Saturday, May 24th. Anyway, where we left off, I've actually recorded all of the upgrades for a weird box here on the computer. Don't think it's changing anything. Anyway, we left off. I recorded all of the upgrade paths for Stink Bomb. I've got the last one rendering. It will then upload. If I don't make those live tonight, it'll be tomorrow at some point in time. That said, what I'm gonna do now, introduced Doomstone a while back. That was introduction number 73. I told you I was aware that I skipped one. That's because number 72 was LightCore Bumble Blast. Gonna go ahead and finally take care of that. Again, I know I should have done it a while back when it came out. However, given the fact that we had Bumble Blast introduced long ago, and then Jolly Bumble Blast also introduced quite some time ago, figured it was smart to put the priority on the upgrades. I kind of want to get those done first. So, nonetheless, I'm hoping this doesn't drop frames. There's uploads and rendering going on. It's probably taxing the computer a little, but I figured I'd rather it drop frames on an introduction as opposed to a upgrade session. So he has never been on the Portal of Power. He should take care of, I think there was a LightCore accolade, maybe something else. I don't know. We'll find out. But I had a Flashwing on here. Again, I'm trying to get her the money the old-fashioned way without Popthorn, just kind of going through all the little bonus monies when you come in. So, plus I'm working on the Tech Skylanders quest to get the 25 lock puzzles done. So, finally got Countdown wrapped up. I'm currently close to getting Nitro Magna Charge done, but nonetheless, we're going to back out of here and finally take a look at LightCore Bumble Blast. So, plus, kind of needed to get this done because I'm planning on upgrading the Bumble Blast this weekend if all goes well. So, nonetheless, here we go. Let's see his intro and what pops.
The perfect swarm! LightCore.
Ooh. Huh. When did I do that? Well, at some point in time, I guess I threw him on the portal and got him the money he needed to upgrade. And I do not remember doing that, but I can tell that's all that happened. I can tell he didn't go through any challenges or anything because he's level 1. Anyway, that is LightCore Bumble Blast. I don't think I've recorded this video. I mean, I don't remember doing it, but anyway, I'll make it really quick in the event that it's a double record or something. That's what he looks like, pretty much akin to Bumble Blast, but the issue is, the difference, that I rather should say, is just you've got that glowing tip there on the Bazooka. I think I myself and a lot of other people always figured it'd be the honey in his mouth that glows, and it actually turned out to be that deal, so kind of a cool deal there in my opinion. That said, his primary attack is the Bazooka. This is pretty cool. We're going to press Y and it'll shoot the honeybees out. So 15 damage, as you can see, they circle around. I got 4 hits off. Secondary attack is going to be when he spits honey. There's a 15 damage there. That would kind of, I think, slow enemies down. And then as you can see, when something's covered in honey, the bee's damage goes from 15 to 17. It may not slow enemies down yet. I don't think it does, actually. But that's what he has box stock, and that's all I can show you because we haven't upgraded him. That said, what do we want to do here? What does it look like when he jumps? Pretty much like you'd expect. I've had a ton of people tell me, Bumble Blast is their favorite character. It's just, this was back in the day earlier this year. Some people got the game for Christmas, just kind of getting in the swing of things. It was, hey, One of Weezem, what's the deal? Bumble Blast is my favorite character, but without the heroic challenges, he's kind of slow. Is there anything I can do to make him fast? And the answer in Swap Force is sadly no. It's pretty much as is though. But we'll come in here, I guess, just try to make this thing as quick as we can. Come over here, 2 collection, 2 Spyro's head, 2, I'm at 173 now. I mentioned in the start of Stink Bomb's videos, I put a ton of them on the portal trying to figure out which one I was missing for the 30 Series 2 characters. It was Series 2 Chop Chop, if anyone cares. Could have sworn I put him on way early in the game. But here's the life element. We're going to come over here. I think, yeah, there he is. Bumble Blast LightCore, as they refer to it here. The perfect swarm is a slogan, of course. Let's take a look at his bio. Alright, artwork there, kind of nice. The perfect swarm again. Bumble Blast started life as a humble beehive in the Radiant Mountains, where for ages the bees made the sweetest, most magical honey in all of Skylands. When Chaos heard about this super honey, he wanted it all for himself and soon launched an attack on the peaceful bees. But when his minions arrived to plunder everything the bees had created, they were met by Bumble Blast. He alone had been home to the bees and considered himself their protector. Using the power of the magic honey, Bumble Blast valiantly battled the evil minions who felt his powerful sting that day. Afterward, Bumble Blast roamed Skylands as a protector of nature, where he soon joined with the Skylanders. I was kind of hesitant there because I may have recorded this thing. I can't imagine myself putting him on the portal and getting him the money to upgrade if I hadn't done this. And it seems, I mean, that story seems really, really strongly familiar. So, that said, we'll come in here, Skylander. We're going to go to quests first. Defeat 1,000 enemies, eat 15 fruits, win 10 PvP, don't take damage, reach level 20, buy all the upgrades, 7,500 bonus damage, 250 enemies while at full health. That one's the two big specific life element ones, really. Defender of Life, defeat a total of 25 undead spell punks. Bumble Blast personal quest, Not the Bees. Hit honey-coated enemies with bees 125 times. That sounds like a lot. It won't be an issue, I don't think. We'll come in now and take a look at his stats. Max health 320, speed 35, armor 24, critical hit 5, elemental power 25 box stock, plus 63 overall. He's at 88. That critical hit actually box stock is 4. I did like 2 of those arena challenges, and the charm, one of them was, I think, +1 critical hit. So we'll back out of there, and we're going to go 2 upgrades. Beezooka, press Y to shoot honey homing bees at enemies. Honey Glob, press A to shoot a big ball of honey that will coat enemies in honey when hit. Try not to lose my voice here. First purchased upgrade, Honey Beacon. Bees will always target and attack enemies coated in honey. Next up is Hungry Bees. Bees deal increased damage against honeyed targets. Then we've got Hive Mind. This is his tertiary attack. Press X to shoot a beehive into the ground. The hive explodes into honey when an enemy approaches it. That sounds pretty sweet. Next up, we've got Painful Stings. Bees gain more powerful stingers, increasing their damage. Obviously, bees, bees, bees. The bees are the knees. There's lots of damage that comes from the bees. I don't know why all that rhymed. It's 4:25 in the morning. That's it. His 2 paths. This top one is called Beekeeper. Surprise. B Armada. Hold Y to charge the Beezooka. Release to shoot 3 bees at once. Next up, Stirred Up a Nest. A new Beezooka now shoots even more bees that do increased damage. And lastly, we've got Queen Bee. You're going to hold Y and charge the Beezooka even longer. Release it to shoot a Queen Bee that knocks enemies into the air. Bottom path is going to be called the Honey Tree Path, if I remember correctly. It begins with Honey Buzz Blast. Hold A to charge a honey attack. Release to shoot a honey glob that contains angry bees. That sounds very convenient. Next up, Heavy Honey. You know I'm going to love this one. Honey attacks deal increased damage and slow enemies. Actually, I was wrong. You know I'm going to love this one. Honeycomb Bark. Armor is increased. For some reason, I just always thought the armor and speed ones were the middle ones, it seemed like. Anyway, the armor is increased. Bark skin will sometimes drip out honey that coats enemy attackers. So that's kind of akin to like Stump Smash, you know, shooting the thorns out when he's hit, things of that nature. Soul Gem for Mr. Bumble Blast. Bee-Pack Backpack. Gain a beehive backpack that automatically launches bees at nearby enemies. Interesting thing here, he's got the tertiary attack. It is never upgraded. It is never touched. That's kind of somewhat interesting, at least in my opinion. That said, we'll back out of here, back out of there. I think I did everything. We took a look at his base attacks. We have seen what he looks like, what he jumps like, covered the bio, covered the quest, covered the upgrades, and I really just have the question of, did I actually record this? Again, I can't imagine myself letting him be on the portal and get the cash if I didn't record it, but I do not remember it, and it's kind of freaking me out. Like I said, I've been extremely busy. Things have been super hectic as of late, but that's why this one's really short, really sweet. Plus, it's the third time, regardless. It may be the fourth time. If I'm really dumb, it will be the fourth time. But with Bumble Blast, and then of course with Jolly Bumble Blast, kind of got a little bit of redundancy there. That said, I've heard nothing but good things about him aside from his speed. Really looking forward to upgrading him again. I'm kind of back to the point where I'm going alphabetically, elementally, and characterly. Even though that's not a word, it flowed well there, just like honey. But essentially, I might skip ahead and do Hoot Loop, an enchanted Hoot Loop, just because Trap Shadow's been done. And then in the life element, I'm going to finally take Bumble Blast and Zulu down their respective paths. So here as of late, I have to say the Newlanders have been delivering big time on their upgrades. Been very, very impressed with what they've done. So that said, I'm looking forward to that. I guess right now what I will do, looks like this final Stink Bomb video is about rendered. I'm probably going to bust out Kickoff Countdown, get him on the portal. Again, reason you haven't seen me do anything with him in unboxing, whatnot. I've known about him for quite some time. Obviously in the 3DS version, you've got the whole, cycle through the character library. My nephew's favorite sport is soccer. Somehow, I got those pictures ahead of time. I was supposed to kind of like, hey, here's what he's looking like and things. Didn't do that because I knew my nephew would see it, and the reason for that, I wanted it to be a surprise for him. It tied in actually with the end of his soccer season. It was kind of cool. But I'll cover that in more detail here in just a second. This was LightCore Bumble Blast. I actually like the light up effect. Again, it's not what I expected, but it doesn't really disappoint me. So be sure to check out his unboxing video. You can see that in full detail, lights on and lights off, because that's how we roll. That said, I'll quit rambling here. I'll get this video up, and if I recorded the other one, I guess it's lost in the annals of time and deleted files, so my apologies there. But anyway, I will quit rambling about that. Make sure to subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. I'm going to go check off Kickoff Countdown, and then probably stay up and get some Hoot Loop action going. So check back for that, and I will catch you here shortly.